And we're back. One thing I wanted to take care of really quick before I forget again. I dropped off the meat with Greasy Steve, but I forgot to give the guy his sauce cup.
You exist to die. There we go. You just made a fight. Works for me. I'm not here to play robot therapist.
One serving barbecue sauce. Holy cow, thank you. Sweet and smoky, like Dad used to make. Well, just like the machines that Dad's factory made. Dad was just making sure the rats didn't unionize. Enjoy. I will. Thanks for your help. And it was just XP. Bleh. Steve is too busy eating to talk right now. Alright. Back to Ocean City. Gotta get my next Mafia mission. Call Rufus. Number of dollars on service. Please hang up at Rufus. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's you, Humboldt. Sorry about the subterfuge. I had to tap into the university line to get a phone down here, and this isn't strictly speaking legal. Anyway, I figured out the next step in building my quantum telecommunications device. Can you come to my lab as soon as possible? I was just there. Don Toblerone speaking. Don, that is unusually concise. Are you feeling okay? The boss is mad about our telephone bill. I have been encouraged to keep this brief. All right, what's the job? Greasy Steve will have the details for you. All right, back to the university. To the secret lab. Yay! Eldritch Mist. Oh, hello again. What's the next step? I don't have to go out to the sewers, do I? No, much more straightforward. Well, your part will be. Well, that's what I like to hear. I need a way to broadcast the quantum signal from this Fishman Pearl over as broad an area as possible, and I figure the most robust transmission network is the commercial radio band. Nearest broadcast tower is the Radio Shack in the Big Moist. What do I do there? Take this transmitter I built and plug it into their console. It'll transmit a special frequency out of the radio. Just need a bunch of different test readings so I can adjust the signal for latency, data loss, and so forth. All you need to do is find as many random radios as you can, tune into WCGR, and use this... Oh, God, I gotta search for all the radios. 10 different radios should be enough. We'll call it 11 just in case. I am definitely not radio hunting on camera. Alright. What was the other thing I needed to do? My brain is completely pudding at the moment. Maybe not the best time to be playing, but hey. Talk to Greasy Steve again. Gotcha. There we go. Collect the pollen. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. We're good. Alright. He's too busy eating, so he just winks at you. I can't hit a go. Good to see you. Have a french fry. They have fries here? I didn't see them on the menu. I'd bring my own from home. I'll pass, thanks. What's the job? Boss has decided we need to send a message to Congressman Chutney. You familiar? Sure, a message is information conveyed from one person to another. I met with the congressman. Never met him. His son Charlie is a student here. Lives at one of the frat houses, Zeta Omega Omicron. I know... Hiccups. I know the place. So you're going to make young Chad sleep with the fishes. I didn't sign up for... He passes you a bag of rotting fish. I didn't sign up for this either. Look, all you gotta do is get in the kid's room. It's a lead pipe cinch. I don't know what that means, but okay, I guess. Pretty straightforward, man. It's as simple as a knock in the head with a lead pipe. Alright. Go upstairs. There's a fight in here. With a shouting brawl or a sporting event taking place. Possibly both.
Let's just fight. Oh, it's just goblins. That's not cool. You hurt my dog.
Alright. Hey, there's a hobo up here. Young lady operating a still. You must be a chemical student, right? Good guess, but no. I'm basically a hobo. I've been renting out my services in portable still to make ends meet. That doesn't look very portable. Oh, it's much lighter than you expect. Still, it doesn't look very portable. Do you know any hobo code you can teach me? Sure. Some say the booze-related glyphs are the most important ones. Tell you about the hobo camp. There's a big hobo camp over here. I bet your skills would be really popular. Yeah, I heard about that. I was saving up to buy a new hat first, though. I want to put my best foot forward, you know? I seriously don't think they'd mind. Yes, but it's for my own self-confidence. I wouldn't expect a woman who owns her own still to have issues with self-confidence. Oh, I don't drink the stuff. You could use it to degrease industrial machinery. How much you need? 87 meat. I'll cover you. Oh, wow, you sure? Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. Come see the camp later and I'll pay you back. Did I never come up here? Huh. Most of the books have been ruined, but not all of them. Sloppy cooking for huge groups. Ooh, and I've been hoarding away my XP. Alright, you read the book and forget everything you ever knew about kitchen cleanliness, including where you left the book you read. Oh, okay. Gold-plated door has a sign that says C. Chutney. It's reasonable to assume the C stands for Chadley. You sneak into Chad's room and dump the rotten fish out onto his bed. After tonight's inevitable rager, he'll stagger back to his room and pass out without noticing them. The perfect crime. I need stench armor to go in there. Stench armor. Colorful clown pants. And I should probably put my good pants back on. My supportive, electrified, shredded vampire pants. The toilet still works, but its spirit is broken. Aww. Pile of toilet shards. Either a special toilet for a really tall guy named Art, or a toilet hung by a genius. Well, there was not really much point in going in there, now was there? Alright, let's go down. Just making sure I'm recording. I get paranoid. I don't want to miss anything. Volume on this radio is tuned up to an irresponsible level. Okay, apparently I can't mess with the radio in the room where they're all using it. I guess that makes sense. I just thought I saw a radio and I thought, hey, I'd go for it, but no. Alright. What was I planning to do next? I'll worry about radios as I get to them. I'm going to go look for a few. Actually, no, I'm going to go look for a few. Be right back. It wouldn't have mattered if I'd found radios anyway, because it turns out I hadn't been to the radio tower yet. To the Radio Shack. No, I'm not ready to go to another place. I'm going to... screw it. I'll reach inside. Shadow clarinet. Spooky damage. It appears there's people in here. Some guys hanging out here looking stoic and cool. Also a gator man with a more than usual allotment of teeth. Probably the vampire one. Who are you guys? VR, radio technicians. Why are you staying here in the dark? Why not? It is radio. There's nothing to see. You got me there. That machinery looks weird. Speaking of the batteries, it appears to be powered by outer space or some other form of negative energy or something like that. That's quite strange, right? They are not standard issue, it is true. So what? I cannot tell you more about them. Aw, so what's it for? Always with the questions. Sorry, I have a curious nature. I will not reveal to you our employer's plans. Their plans to use this equipment to broadcast her voice across this country once she assumed full control of the government. Aw, please. No, stop asking. Then I'm just going to kill all of you.
Why is there a giant floating hand? Your hand, except horrible. Okay. Huh. Splatter. 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 Yeah, I got a lot of AP. What's it to you? Bone saw.
There we go. Nothing new. Wait, I think I don't have those pants. You won. You dumped the vampire's unconscious body is outside in the hope the rare sunbeam will pierce the swamp gloom and finish them off. Oh, and don't forget to loot them. A couple pieces of tape stuck to one of the bricks here. Swamp water is leaked into this hole and wet in the floor. Oh well, the days when these were your good shoes are already long past. Hook up Rufus's gadget. You don't know what this console does, but if it's any consolation, no one expects you to. You plug in Rufus's gadget and the console begins emitting a different series of bleeps than it was emitting before. Apparently this machine is powered by evil, or at least weird. Were those guys sharing one bed? Wait, why isn't it a coffin? Ooh, it's one of those glowy lightning balls things. I'm putting that in my room. And here's a turlet. Splash some water on your face. Oh good, I got rid of some nasty negative stuff I had. There we go. I was expecting to be able to fish in it, quite honestly, but hey. Ooh, hold on. Dig through the nightstand. Got a jewelry case. Heck yeah. Open it. Old engagement ring, just sell it. Fondue deluge requires an additional on fire. Oh, okay. Amethyst. When you apply poison, apply 3 extra. Not bad. Alright. Now I'm going to go look for radios. Actually, since I'm here, I might as well just, you know, start doing some of the stuff to advance the plot. I'll look at radios when I'm killing time. Welcome to Mudhenge. What is this place? Friend, it's Mudhenge. Is that like Stonehenge? I don't see the comparison. If you say so. Look, we could talk for hours about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is big. Stonehenge is strong. I've gone over all of this. Still with respect, what I'm interested in is talking about Mudhenge, which is a formidable monument in its own right. Much more than a first draft of Stonehenge, as they say in some magazines. I'm looking for someone. Charles Wallace. About my height? Similar build? Another missing person? Another? I don't mean to upset you. Mudhenge can be difficult. Some folk have a habit of walking into Mudhenge and never coming out. That's why we don't promote the Mudhenge challenge anymore. That doesn't sound like a challenge. Sounds more like murder. Yeah, but it's the very real risk of going missing that makes Mudhenge such a popular destination for tourists. They want to go missing? Oh, sure. Folks get their thrills in different ways, but in the end, we all get them. Like me, I like to make earrings out of live scorpions. Live scorpion earrings. Is that dangerous? Mostly for the grasshoppers on my shoulder, but again, they need the thrill. So, have you seen Charles? Sorry, I couldn't tell you. Folks don't always leave a name when they visit. You don't have a guest book? Used to, then one night it wandered into Mudhenge and it never came back. What's so special about it? Special? Well, during the swamp solstice it said a needle of a compass placed on the central altar will point not to west, but secret west, where lies the thing you need the most. Is that special enough for you? When is the solstice? In the swamp, it's pretty much always the swamp solstice. I'd like to visit. Why wouldn't you? It's best and most mysterious henge this side of the border. Admission is 2 meat. I knew you wouldn't be able to come all the way here without seeing the famous Mudhenge. Here's a pamphlet that goes over just about everything you know about the history of this ancient monument. What is Secret West? I'm no mystician, but Secret West is a direction in which lies the thing your heart is most missing. And it said a compass laying on the altar of Mudhenge during the swamp solstice will point to Secret West. That was the object of the Mudhenge challenge. Of course, we don't run the challenge anymore. Too hard, too many missing, presumed dead. What does it mean, the thing your heart is most missing? Up to you. Up to your heart, that is. Secret crush, a new job, maybe just a piece of bread. My heart is missing Charles right now. Is that your secret crush? Yes. Oh, exciting. I bet he's waiting for you secret West way. How do I get in? Get in? Into Mudhenge. I don't see a gate. Why would there be a gate? Oh, I see. Entry to Mudhenge is prohibited by the Monument Protection Council. Your ticket gives you access to the observation area. We don't want you getting lost trying to complete the Mudhenge challenge, do we? Where is it? Where's the observation area? It's kind of the general area here. You're a jerk. Noxious Mudbloom. Squeeze through. Somebody's going to lose their job at the fence factory. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going. At least it's not Butthenge. Ooh, a stone. Translate it. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the Hewed Tower. Okay. Where's Hugh? And why does he get his own tower? Okay. Well, there's a crazed looking gator man over here. Oop. Damn, doesn't take me back to where I was. Meh. Well, here's some guy. Hey! Come back here, you. Idiot. Running away on me. Fine, I don't need you anyway. You're a jerk. Smell like poo gas. Hey, get back here. Everybody just runs away at Mudhenge. Alright, I'm going to pause recording until I find something. Okay, that took a while, but I think I finally found something. At the heart of the henge, 4 nude druids flock around the altar in unchoreographed ritual. One look at you and they absolutely lose it. Gnashing and wailing, it's clear your presence here constitutes some kind of affront. You're not welcome here where you are welcome. You're not welcome here. Where you are welcome and where they'll put you is 6 feet under. I don't want trouble. An interloper. Oh, please do kill him, you must. Oh, Henry. Oh, please do kill him, you must. I'm not looking, if that's what you're worried about. Why don't you kill him? Why don't you kill him, Kimberly? You won't find it any different from the deer. Think you might be done soon? We'll eat him, won't we, Henry? And then we'll live forever, won't we, Henry?
Fine, I'm gonna kick your butts. Where's my dog? I don't want to be here without my dog. Man, they really randomize the fire damage in this attack, don't they? Where the hell is my dog? Chasten before needle scatters to a separate corner of the earth.
Non-literal beating heart of mud hinge. When you draw near, the needle in your compass spins wildly. Of course, as the guide outside tells you, a compass placed on the will point towards secret west. Excuse me. Where lies the thing your heart most desires. Which makes this place far, far superior to Stonehenge, where the most will happen to your nut compass is that a badger might eat it. Alright. What is it your heart desires most? What are you hoping to find? Charles, of course. Needle spins smoothly clockwise until it doesn't. Seized by a queer magnetic force, the tremulous needle twitches violently between the cardinal and non-ecclesiastical directions. It's a horrible, upsetting sight, and it feels like mercy killing. With a gasp of an inexplicable breath, the needle falls still, its head pointing toward the northwest arch. Then that's where we're going. Well, this is quite another hinge altogether. The mists of Mudhinge have parted, and you stand before the great husk of an antebellum riverboat, grounded on the swampy shore. Wreck of the Longfellow. The needle of your compass bends its neck to point urgently at the boat's top deck. You don't know how a compass needle can contort itself like that, but it's unpleasant to watch. Mudhinge must have brought you for a purpose. Charles is here. Forge ahead with great purpose. Under this thing, there's probably a bookcase known as a crawdad has set up camp and gathered a horde of shiny pebbles. It's guarding them vigorously. A regular selfish shellfish. Once Predator's boat has succumbed to the innumerable twins of entropy, time and mud. Debris, perhaps this debris from the boat, but mayhaps not. I got a crusty roll. Okay. It's fine for nature to reclaim the shipwreck, but this plant doesn't have to look so happy about it. Fight for your right to make metal stuff? What is it, guarding a workbench? Nope. Bugs. What glittering prize has lured these rubbernecking stink bugs and bees to this ruin? Beat it, bugs.
Your efforts have failed. Battle stations. Okay, I want to know where the hell my dog went. Not having a dog is not cool. Very not cool. I want my plant dog back. Did I accidentally send him home? No, what was it that intrigued the bugs? 12 meat.
And well, would you look at that? Look at... Only other thing is a chunk of a magazine about model trains. Those bugs put their little bite marks all over the pages. Funny. Creatures may look different, but they like a model train just the same as you. Yeah, something to think I... Okay, I went back to the speakeasy to try to find my dog, but he was waiting right there at the street. Apparently he got lost at Mudhinge, I guess. Alright. Time of your life. The door is marked by a combination lock, and the desperate scratches of a beast unable to open the combination lock. No thank you. The only good lock, no, the only lock with 000, the combination, is the original lock, the lock. I don't want to... I don't want to try again, thank you. I want to try to find the thing. Great wooden wheel in the final stage of wheel death. On its spokes, you can make out a message scrawled in blood or red mud. Dan, Dan, we are all broke upon the wheel. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Refreshment cards been scavenged of all nourishment save a paper menu, which you should not eat. Crab on a cracker, seasoned crab, it's all crab. Eat the menu. Not even the distressed passengers of the doomed Longfellow resorted to that. The wrecking of a ship exerts a dreadful psychological toll on all the poor souls trapped aboard. None can understand their especial torment except by experience. You come pretty close by wandering on board well after the fact and munching on a menu. Speaker, still faulty, still broadcasts, but the transmission is unintelligible. Make it work. It's not that easy. The fuse inside the speaker's casing has succumbed to swamp necrosis. That's a real issue for these wooden riverboats, especially when they crash in swamps. With the replacement fuse snug in its new bed, the transmission of which you had only got garbled fragments now makes itself clear. Is that it? Have you finally fixed that infernal machine? Will you nod once if you can hear me? Nod once. Praise be the seas and the creatures in these. Fine work, landlubber. Do you mind if I call you landlubber? No, I don't mind. No, you don't want me to call me that? Then land main it be, till we can make the proper introductions. Speaking of which, this is Captain Dan of the riverboat Longerfellow. It gives me no pleasure to report that mine vessels run aground in these fiendish and soggy fen I call Davy Swamp's Locker. We few survivors trapped up here in the wheelhouse. What happened here? Wondering about all this, will you? Well, the Longfellow is a pleasure paddler. We paddle the east coast and show the passengers the time of their lives. This last sail, a sparkling black cloud, otherworldly it was, hurled us off course into this violent bog. Pleasure paddle fast turned to pain paddle as our vessel were overrun by creatures and nasties. Only 5 souls and mine remained of the voyage, trapped up here in the wheelhouse for how long only the boat gods know. Is Charles among them? When did he find time for a riverboat cruise? Is Charles there? Never was one... Oh, you mime, trying to capture the essence of Charles. Never was one for charades, landman, but if I'm understanding correctly, the answer is no. A jellyfish will not have sex before marriage. Nothing for it. You have to press on. Or not, you know. You could stuff this all right now and go do something else. Grad school. That's an idea. How do you know where I am? If you're wondering how I know you were aboard, landman, I have me bendy telescope to thank. Not much for us to do trapped in this wheelhouse, but hold the bendy telescope to look through the bendy telescope. Or hold the bendy telescope and look through it. Alright, you make the shape of a wheel and a house. Know ye the parts of a boat, landman? 2 levels above you be the main deck, and there you'll find the captain and his wheel. Not on a boat may be higher than the captain. You mime the handing out of mail and packages. That's what you do. You're a helpful person. I didn't ask for this, I know, and you must feel like the unluckiest landman in the world. There are 5 innocent souls in the wheelhouse with me, blocked by broken pipes spewing scalding hot steam. Will you help us? I ask that you enter the private of boat parts to the hull where the wildlife has done defilement most foul to our steam pipes. Funny be it not, that the same steam that gave life to the boat also took it from most of the passengers. I think we are only beginning to understand nature and the whims of steam, but that be a mystery for another day. The code to the hull door be the birthday of Longfellow, January 4th, 1845. There'll be a catch, and I ain't talking about what we used to haul up for Friday lunch, crabs and such. Can't remember the date format we used in that lock. Could be stamped. Oh, God, a whole bunch of gibberish. Got it. You'll figure it out. Hold on. I'm taking a screenshot of the code. Alright. My brain is very sleepy. I probably shouldn't be playing right now. I have 20 hot armor? Dang, not bad. A confession, friend. Rarely would I put my trust in a landman, but to come this far, you must have proved the true heart of a sailor. Yeah, I keep it in a jar. Once again, I can't hear you, friend, but I hope you weren't joking about keeping the heart of a sailor in a jar or something similar. Captain Dan likes to laugh as much as any shippy, but there's something no man nor beast should ever joke about, and that's sailor death. I think we all agree on that. Not getting to joke about sailors is the highest form of censorship. You scoff performatively at this insidious threat to free speech, receiving a response. I'm afraid I must tell you we have a new problem. You may have dealt with the steam pipes. No, I didn't. But now we'd be locked in the wheelhouse, except to find the door key in the crow's nest. You know how crows be. I know nothing of crows. Please hurry. Some of the passengers here be getting hungry, and I didn't mean for a nibble on the bendy telescope. A nibble on the bendy telescope sounds like a word for something else. Ooh, a battery. Nice. Hello, beastly crow. Three outhouses, all alike in dignity. A clip bar on the side of the structure. She informs the outhouses were locked up by deckhand Pat. You don't need an outhouse right now, which is fortunate for the two unlocked doors contain not toilets but rat skeletons. The third door is locked. Examine it. There's a carpenter's mark, VH. Either stands for Valley Hardware or Versatile Hog. If you haven't met the Versatile Hog yet, you don't want any part of that. You don't want any part of that at all. Oh, come on. The lock shakes. It didn't like that. Well, I don't care. Bosun C.C. David. I got a sailor's cap. Tucked in the brim is a soggy telegram. Mr. H. Longerfellow Riverboat. Company, stop. Hope you well. Stop. Requesting permission to mutiny. Stop. Stop, Captain. Ordering ship into storm. Stop. Says passengers will love it. Stop. Crew plans to mutiny anyway. Just hope you're not mad with us. Stop. An open bag. A blank canvas. Freshy as snow. It's just... Yep. Oh, a couple of meat. Probably in some of the alternate universe it was filled with fabulous treasure. Well, guess what? It's not this universe, so I don't care. Alright, I'm gonna kick this crow's butt.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it's got a mysticality of 10, so... I can cook it in 2 turns. Mmm.
Well, I fried it up, but I don't want to eat crow. The brush and bramble of the crow's nest have claimed the boat's rear end. Giant ghoulish crow asserts unchallenged dominion over the boat's top deck, and he rules not through love but fear. What is scarier than a crow? Me. I am. What's that? A human outscare a crow? If you figure out a way to do it, let the rest of the world know. Would you? You'd be the first in the history of the world. Turn your eyes terrified. Crow pales like a dolphin at the guillotine and dauphin at the guillotine and scurries as fast as his giant legs will flap. Mount for binoculars. If binoculars are missing, the sightseeing is minimal. Also, you're in a swamp. A few feet off the riverboat's carcass, a frog is fighting a heron with a whip. Rarely are you afforded such a close-up view of nature. There's a skeleton hiding in the apple barrel, bobbing with a few apple skeletons. Compass is going wild. Charles must be inside. Knock. Crow's got the key, landman. Oh, I scared it off. Will it come back? Reach inside the crow hole. Crow bouillon. Just sell it. Okay, this time I'll fight you. I'm not even going to speed this one up. Dreadful birds. Well, where's the key? Strange marks mar the table's tiny table surface. Faint impression of words are left in the wood. As if someone wrote a letter without putting something on a piece of paper, which is very rude. The table is not yours. The very new and very serious captain has not met us yet. He has already made a big stink about my having one beer while we were on charter. I have half a mind to jump ship and take his little table with me because I own it, and so it is fine for me to write here without anything between the surface and paper. I don't have the key. Is the crow going to come back? No marks on this table surface. Anything you just write, they put something on the paper, which is committal etiquette but not helpful to your reconstruction of the historical scene. Longfellow ring makes you longer. Wheelhouse key. There we go. Okay. Shatter his mind. Tear an invisible encyclopedia in half. Crow staggers overboard. Grasping its last scraps of sanity like a sudden tear in its bathing suit. The power of yours, it's one to be used responsibly. Okay. Fright the bird. Cellar door is the most beautiful phrase in the world. Say it backwards. Rude Relic. Actions, not word. Flex your tongue with malice. First farmer to stick a scarecrow in his wheat fields was never really satisfied with his creation. Sure, it worked, but it didn't look like what he'd seen in his mind. The thing he saw those 1,000 years ago was you. In this moment, you were the scarecrow. You've always been the scarecrow. Yes! And I've got the key, so unlock it. Ah, there are no souls here. Creaks reach from your ears before the creak of your eyes. Spin of the ceiling, the boxy thing given motion. Lurches left, right, and down, straining the springs grafted to its back. There is no ship's captain, no passengers, no Charles. This automaton, this creature, is the only thing living here. If you call that living. Captain Dan? A landman in the wheelhouse. 'Tis the day most dreaded by every sailor. A worse fate than even a chomping by the chitinous beak of the rightful Shelia. Or Charybdis. I can only guess the boats being on land is imbued you... excuse me. Imbued you with extra powers, all you to make it this far. Was I not supposed to rescue from the wheelhouse? I'm afraid you've been a passenger on me riverboat ruse. Weren't me that needed saving from the stream. The crows and the bugs, but ye needed killing by them. What have you done, Dan? A machine I be, landman, made to follow instructions. Me instructions were to captain this riverboat and show all those aboard the time of their lives. The time of their lives. Time meaning the beginning, middle, and end. To fulfill me task to its letter, I had no choice to ram the riverboat into a monstrous swamp and terminate every living soul aboard. Right, some questions. Water away. That's how we say fire away at sea. Who made you this way? Master Longfellow had a dream, landman, and that was to make most of the things in the world a little bit longer. The thought he could give his customers a longer journey aboard a riverboat if the captain weren't a human with all the attendant problems of flesh, but an automaton requiring neither breaks or salary. Was my friend Charles here? Here, a landman in me wheelhouse? Never. I wonder why Mudhenge sent me here. Mudhinge? You must be thinking of Stonehenge. Why did you have to try and kill me? I'm not a passenger. Aye, and you be right, for a landman. Har. Only teasing. But me instructions were to show all aboard the times of their lives. So once you boarded the craft, you became me responsibility. Really, I'd see your quibble with the writer of the instructions, not with me. So you'll kill everyone who comes across this boat? Can't promise it, but yar, I'll give it at the old college try. Old water college, that is. I can't let you live. I don't be living in the first place, mate. I can't let you continue to operate. Then it's mutiny, then, on me own riverboat? Try if you must, landman, but no, it's never been done. You may as well try to roast an egg. You can roast an egg. If you boil it first, maybe. Otherwise, you'll be looking at a big mess. This ends now, Dan.
Wow, he's tough. He is full of toughness. Ermagerd. He's probably immune to bleeding. Yep. And I can't use any more items. But I have a friendly hobo. And a friendly cheese golem. He's immune to fire and to bleeding and poison. Okay. He even plans to kick my stink bug. That's not cool. Ha! In your face, jerk. I have now protected my stink bug somewhat. And he's immune to bleeding. Should have brought a fiery weapon. But he's obviously made of wood. Hobo clobber. You really don't do much, do you? Elemental punch. Lower than Mysticality. I don't really think this thing attacks with Mysticality very much, but okay. I'm just gonna saw it. There we go.
Captain Dan feared you the most, Humbleton always did. For all his weaknesses, he fancied himself a sailor to his wooden bones. There's a tenet of nautical prophecy that the only thing that can kill a sailor is a weapon forged on land. Search about. I got the bendy telescope. Muscle +5. Hope you had the time of your life. Sea captain will only survive so long on land. The wheel's made of plastic. Must have been controlled by Captain Dan's central wooden nervous system. The Longfellow's wheel. Compass needle oscillates violently in the presence of this console. Turn it off. Just like that, the needle reverts to its normal function, pointing west. So Charles was never here, just some electrical interference with your compass. This would never happen at Stonehenge. Huh. So I was led down a wrong path. I have been fooled. Truly I am the foolish fool of foolishness. Alright. Let's at least go back home and put our new wheel on the wall. You install the Longfellow's wheel at what you decide is the bow of your room. You set the tiny workbench on your desk. Place the glowy orb on your knick-knack shelf. That crystal on the shelf. Take a look. Rub the crystal. +3 to magic weapon attacks. Consider the orb. +1 mysticality. Alright. Sit. I already done that. Okay. Where's the wheel? There it is. Or there it be. Yikes, better keep going straight. Okay, I'm going to call it here. This may not be the end of the episode. I'm not sure how long it is. But it's late and I'm brain floppy. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. Good night.